Lisa Miller is the executive director of the Regina Sexual Assault Center. Lisa, if this Phil Levac's profile is truly this man who police say to be on the watch out for, how concerning is it that he hasn't taken any programming around rehabilitation for being a sexual offender?
Yeah, I think probably we would all agree that the fact that he has not completed offender programming may show that he has really no interest in understanding his behavior, understanding his triggers for offending, and really isn't interested in a lot of insight into why he's offended.
When it comes to online dating sites, how often do you talk to people who have been sexually assaulted by someone that they met on one of these sites?
Okay, not me personally, because I'm just an administrator, but the counselors have definitely have clients that's been their experience. Most of them have not reported it to police. Some of them are historical, up to a couple of years old. You know, it's just taken them that amount of time to decide that they need to do something for themselves. It's definitely a big risk, because social media, these dating sites, they are so anonymous, and there's no checks and balances in place to ensure that the person, the profile that you see and the information they're providing is truthful or accurate. So you have no idea who you're meeting up with.
And there's really then no way to gauge how common it is other than you've seen cases, and there's also no way to gauge how often people are presenting a false self in these profiles.
No, exactly. You know, they could all be fake. I mean, we don't know, and people don't know when they're meeting up with them who they're, you know, it's a stranger. Yeah.
Do you have any other concerns around online dating?
Well, that would be the big one, and I think the you know, some of them, they market themselves as dating sites, but also hookup sites where people, you know, who may be interested in short-term, you know, sexual relationships are getting together with people that they don't know, and putting themselves at some significant risk because they're in a vulnerable position. You know, they're alone with someone. So yeah.
Is there anything that users of these sites can do to create a more safe environment for themselves?
Well, again, like I said, technology changes. Times change. This is how people meet people, and I respect that. But I think, you know, it's safe to say that when you are, you know, getting together with somebody new, come in separate vehicles, meet at a place that's public, and get to know this person, you know, before you put yourself in a position that is that vulnerable.
Would you advise people to not use these sites, or do you think that overall they are quite popular, and you hear some people do meet and have matches, and there's these success stories?
That's
so
right. There is.
It's hard to navigate the safety versus, for some people, it's a practical way to meet people.
Absolutely, and again, you know, my generation was, I met people through work or through friends or whatever, and I had a little bit of history there. So keeping that in mind, you know, yes, this is how people meet people, but get to know them, again, in a more public setting with friends or whatever before launching into a situation that's just, you know, risky, really risky. So do I suggest they don't use them? No. I mean, I'm not the person to answer that question, because I don't use them, and I have a hard time understanding it a bit, but I know of people that have had successful relationships from meeting people online, and that's great too. So yeah,
it's all about awareness.
It's awareness, absolutely. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for your time today, Lisa.
No problem. Yep. Thank you.